All right, and welcome back. Tonight I am going to play around with the concept I learned about on from a YouTube channel called Fail Race. It's called Jelly Cars. And the idea behind the jelly car is to make a car that is so unstable that it just driving it around can cause it to tip over. I mean, just no ramps, no anything, just natural turning could cause it to just tip over and flip. So, going to have a little fun with that. One of the key components to jelly cars is having a vehicle with a very high center of gravity. So, for that reason, I've picked a GMC Jimmy, the 1971 GMC Jimmy. It's just a really high vehicle. The wheels are in, so tighter wheelbase. You don't want wheels that are wider than the width of the body of the vehicle because that makes it a little easier to keep it upright. Um, Other keys are a lot of grip. Again, high center of gravity, a lot of grip. Suspension. You need the suspension to be so soft and so basically so forgiving that it kind of weeble. You've heard the saying "weebles wobbles and they don't fall down." Well, this is weebles wobble and they do fall down. So we've got my GMC Jimmy here. Going to take it out for a quick spin to just get a feel for it. I don't believe I've modified this one. I don't usually use it. And let me get my normal chase camera. There we go. See it? You can kind of see it wobbling already as it is. But I want to take that wobble and make it a little more pronounced. So something like this turn even at 70 miles per hour could potentially cause a fun effect of causing me to roll my vehicle. That is what I'm looking for with tonight's build, so I'm going to take this back home. Yeah, a jelly car would not even survive that. That might e-brake 180. So we're going to take this back to the house. We're going to get some suspension on it. We're going to change everything. We're going to get the grip it needs. Hello, AI car. And I'm going to take it out and see if I can get this thing to wobble and fall, just like a jelly car should. Right now, the bad thing is I'm working on limited credits. I only have about 400,000 or so. So we will see in a second exactly how many it is, but it will not be a lot, and therefore it... Good thing is the components will be cheap enough, and I had this in my garage. So 425,000 credits I'm working with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the custom upgrades. I'm hoping I did not do anything with this. None of the drivetrain really matters in all this. Tires. Alright, so I want... Okay, good. I've got stock tires in here. So I want the ultimate grip I can. Slicks give me a lot of extra grip. And it looks like those are the highest change in grip. You know what? I'll go with a semi-slick tire. So we will mount those. We want wide tires, but we don't want to push them out. We want the wide tires to go to the inside. And I'm not sure how well it shows up because this is in the shadows, but the tire width is gaining on the inside. So that's fine. And again, anything we can do to push this thing up, you know what? This would be... Well, since the tire is the same size, smaller sidewall should theoretically make it more stable, so therefore I don't want to increase the rim size. Don't want to do anything to give it more weight in the bottom. Um. Okay, platform and handling. Brakes, I'm not going to worry about. Rally springs and dampers. I want something that will increase the ride height. This does not show unlock spring, damper, and alignment tuning. Okay, we'll do that. We're going to put in anti-roll bars so that way we can stiffen or loosen as needed. Chassis reinforcement, this is for the weight. As you can see, even though it's only 117 pounds, that's still going to help. No weight reduction. Maybe go with brakes. Go with race brakes. Go with something that maybe something that'll give a little grip, a little more stopping power, so that way we can again use that to push, drivetrain. Nope, I was already here. Don't think we need an engine. I don't think aero and appearance will help anything. Just want to see what they think that we need for... Oh, okay. No, I don't think we need any small little undercarriage or rear wing, so we will go in with that 700 or 227,000 credit setup, and we will buy and install parts. You can see the weight went up, power didn't, lateral G's did. But right now we're not going to worry about that just because of the fact we're going to put all this stuff in. So that way, hopefully, we have something that will cause it to get loose. Get wobbly. So the spring should help me with the ride height. Okay, tire pressure. Lower tire pressure gives you more grip. So we'll go there. Gearing's not going to do anything for us. We want all the negative camber, from what I understand, all the negative camber. And go with the high caster. Soften everything out. High ride height, 26.8 inches seems to be the maximum. Yes. So we're just going to go soft with everything. Don't need no stinking aero. Alright, so with this, we have now hopefully softened everything up so that way it wants to flop and wobble around as I'm going through the corners. Drift zone failed? Yes, I know drift zone failed. Okay, as you can see, it's trying to, as I make the right hand turn, the left side of the car, when I turn right, the left side of the car is trying to kind of bury itself and flip over. So you can see this is just wobbling around. This is not quite what I need. Oh! And we are close. We are close.
When it is safe to do so.
We are near jelly. Past this, what appears to be an old
400 yards. Turn left.
I don't know what it's trying to get me to do. I think it's trying to get me to go through the drift zone, even just because that house is there.
Turn left.
I think it wants me to do the drift zone. And I say no, 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 no. Whoops. If I go to the end of this, will you stop with the wanting me to do the drift zone? And my car wants to fall over. I'm trying to make it fall over. I'm trying to make it fall over. This thing is just bouncing all over the place. It's just bouncing all over the place. This is really close to where it needs to be. I mean, I really do think it's very close to where it needs to be.
You have arrived at your destination.
So we'll avoid the gate for the drift zone. We'll get this back home. We'll avoid the gate for the drift zone. And we'll cut a few corners. It's an off-road vehicle, for goodness sakes. I mean, it's not like it needs to be on asphalt. This thing is bouncing around. Alright. This is close. It's already close. I'm loving it. Okay, so upgrades and tuning. So the tune. Let's try. Anti-roll bars. Soft springs. That's why it sways back and forth. The swaying is the springs compressing. Rebound stiffness. Bump stiffness. Taking your bump. Increasing front rebound, damping stiffness increases transitional understeer, which we really... Bump damping should be 50 to 75% as stiff as rebound damping so that the car will start to squat before rebound and can stand up. Otherwise, the inside tire will come off the road. Well, that's what I want. Well, that's a nice little tip for setting this up. Oh, that back right tire seemed to looked like it was off the ground. Oh my. This thing is a pain to drive. It really is. Since it's just down the road here, I'm going to take this into the festival and see if I can get this to tip there. So basically what I'm trying to do is get what you would think is an embarrassing thing to happen, and tip your vehicle in front of anybody that's on in the festival. Nope, that is my goal. Oh, got the two right wheels off the ground. There we go! And that is the whole point of what I am trying to do. So the whole point of it was literally where I went and turn. Yep. So again, it was turn, hard turn, and again, I just barely get the right side wheels off the ground. But we do have the proof that this concept has worked. I am on the right track. I have heard about this thing called Forza Force, which is basically doesn't really want you to turn your vehicle over, even if that's what you want to do. It looks fun. No! Just can't get it onto the left side again. But the concept is there. The concept is there. I think now it will just be a little fine-tuning to get it to tip a little easier. But that concept is definitely there. The setup is definitely close. I did not have room to take it around. Again, this is just really difficult to get to do. Normally a vehicle like this would tip, it would go over. This, however, is not going over. Again, that could be the Forza Force. Okay, this is not what I'm going for when I say tip it. Not over. Okay, this is off-road. This is not going to help. This vehicle, even with the semi-slick racing tires, is very much set up, very much good for off-road. So therefore, this will not be easy. I think I needed to be on the asphalt, on the tarmac. This just isn't working out right. I mean, it's close. It is very close. So let me take it into the festival area so I can put it in the garage. So taking it into the garage, that way I can fine-tune the settings more, get it more running correctly, and I am close. Differential? You know what? I'm going to go with a race differential, and then that way we can see about getting tires spinning at different rates. To get this thing over. So we need to find differential over at the end. You know what? I really don't know what I'm doing with differential. This looks good. This looks good. I'm not good with differential tuning. I never really do anything with it. I don't worry about it. And anytime I go racing, I don't worry about it anywhere. So it is not something I'm familiar with. Whoops. So this is going to take this out onto the 45 miles per hour, and still can't get it over. I just can't get it over. I did get it over the once. See, it's getting to about 45 degrees before it comes back up. Maybe even getting down to 60 from vertical. But it's coming right back up, and that's not what we want. There we go! Okay, so it's actually tipping better at lower speeds than it is at higher speeds. We got the jelly to tip. Put it right on the side. It's bouncing all over. I'm going to reset. All right. So the jelly car is having a little bit of success. So I'm messing with the differential here. I don't make it a little easier. It'd be a little easier if I stopped slamming myself into the barricade, because that is not helping me get over. 70 miles per hour, for some reason, it seems to be holding up a little better. But if I were to try to do it at like 40, I'm getting that thing over very easily now. So now, what's going to happen is I'm going to take this ridiculous monstrosity of the vehicle, because this is not going to be fun in any way, shape, or form to do this, and I'm going to take it over to my custom Baja circuit, and I'm going to try to race this thing. Level up, baby. Alright, so I should be headed northeast or northwest. I don't see the N on the map on the compass. I really don't. Where did it go? There we go. Alright, that's proof that this is definitely working out the way I want it to. So we're going to take this ridiculous machine, and we're going to go over to the Baja circuit.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And we're going to do this very somewhat carefully. Oh, who am I kidding? This thing is not stable. Who am I kidding? I don't think I'm going to be very careful doing this, and I entered a speed zone with this thing. I entered a speed zone with this thing. Oh my. Putting down the gas and the brake is a lot of fun on this.
Turn around.
Somehow that's a new personal best in that speed zone.
In 400 yards.
This thing's atrocious.
Turn left.
There is no drive. There is no good drive on this thing whatsoever. Oh man.
Turn left.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, there we go. I'm on a road. And for some reason, I am having issues going between. My video capture card is having issues with my TV. I don't know what this issue is. It's not showing up on the feed. It is showing up on my TV. Luckily, there's no latency between my computer screen where I'm recording and the TV, so if this happens, I can just take a quick look off to my left with my setup. My TV is basically right above my camera, and my computer is off to on my left side. So yeah, that's why sometimes I'll keep looking over there. Is I'm having issues with the TV. Why am I driving on the road when I have an off-road jelly vehicle, jelly car? Okay, so that was going to happen whether or not I had a jelly car or not. Whether I had the suspension like this or not. The way I hit that was just crazy. It was just not the smartest thing I could do. Flight of the Valkyries! Why? Because I like that one. I love doing fun things in this game. I love
In 200 yards, turn left.
I like making weird tunes. And it's not just
In 400 yards,
playing the game.
turn
It's
right.
everything involved with it. There's weird tunes. There's my modified Baja circuit.
Turn right. In 100
Found out how
yards,
bad I am
turn left.
on it with the Jeep Trailhawk. So let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting also to check why there is a speed camera in this track. There is a speed camera in this
You
track.
have arrived at your destination.
I don't know if it's a speed zone or a speed trap. Of course, difference being speed zones of the average time. Speed traps are... Okay, that's a speed trap. I don't think that's really that helpful. That's a really bad... That's a really bad place to put that. I don't think I can actually... Oh! Okay. I mean, it makes sense that it's a low speed trap. But it's just... doesn't strike me as the best place to put that. I could probably hit that in maybe the Focus. In my Focus. Which, I have a 2017 Ford Focus that I have that's set for dirt racing. So in case you're wondering about this livery, it is meant to be the Big Dipper in a dark sky with a lightning bolt coming off the front tire. Oops. Don't know where I came up with that idea, but I like it. I mean, I have a few things that are kind of basically me. I have the purple and orange color change. Where did that livery come from? Where? Alright. Unbeatable Drivatars. In case you're wondering which one I'm talking about, it is going to be the one that is right in front of me to the right. The Drivatar that is Jovial Dolphin 87 with the Horizon Wilds. This is going to be fun. Okay, this track does give the Drivatars a very hard time because it is very difficult for them to it is very difficult for them to get used to the fact that you do not go straight. You come back around the bleachers. So they usually pile up, go off the track, go everywhere, and what is that? Okay. Awesome pass. Yes, awesome pass. I just drove right through them. Yeah, I'm not doing very well clean. I can't even see the car in front of me. This is how weird this is. So far, this actually isn't doing too bad on this course. This is one area where I'm worried about it. Is that turn goes halfway through into the figure 8, and then it turns back around. For some reason, this vehicle actually handles these tighter turns pretty well, which I'm thinking it has to do with the fact that the suspension is very bouncy, very forgiving, theoretically. Especially lower speeds on the tight turns seem to be okay. I don't think that's going to end too well for that car if it keeps trying to do that. I mean, you have a GMC Jimmy versus your small car, and usually that doesn't work too well. Now we get it going back around, we get it back going, just go, go, go. Sitting in 6th, which is not bad for this thing, which I'm not very comfortable with. I mean, I'm handling it okay, but it's definitely not responsive in any way. Definitely not the most responsive thing on 4 wheels. Leader seems to be checking out, so we'll see if I can do anything about that. What this does seem to allow me to do on the little bit tighter turns is it sits the vehicle down. It sits the car down so that way I can get it through the turns better. But that sway just makes it so hard to keep control of the whole time. I can see why this is kind of an interesting challenge. I'm actually surprised I haven't flipped it yet. Especially going into the offshoot off of turn 1. Again, this is unbeatable drivatars. But they usually have a problem with that first little kick off the jump. So that's somehow turning pretty well. That front end just... You can see the softness of the springs with the way that front end just kind of tried to bury itself. That was wild. I just don't think that these turns are right for... Maybe these turns aren't right for trying to get this thing... trying to get this thing over. Maybe because it is naturally an off-road vehicle, even with the changing of the tires, it's still stable enough. It's still good enough in its natural element that it's not going to go over easy. When we get near the end of about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through lap 2, I'm sorry, lap 3, about 2 1/3 laps to go. Kind of put a gap between myself and the battle for 3rd, while gaining on not even sure what that is. A lot of compacts in this race. I do have this set up as an open race, and usually this game does a better job matching up more level cars, but this is just not what I expected out of this. And again, I almost planted this thing, flipping it head over heels. The Jelly car is actually kind of fun to race on this course, but I just need to find another course that will present a challenge to it. But it's supposed to tip over at low speeds on more long radius corners, but I just am not getting it to happen out here like I did at the festival, at the main festival ground. That was easy. Showing off. Show off. Yes. Drifting and passing is a lot easier on dirt, though. That's how I could have gotten the challenge. That's how I could have gotten this past week's challenge. There was a challenge where you had to, I forget which event it was, but you had to get a show-off skill in a modern muscle car. Well, if you bring that thing out on dirt, that makes it a lot easier. I was trying to do that challenge on asphalt, and it was not working the way that I wanted it to because I could not get a drift and a turn. I could not get a drift and a pass at the same time. Most of my passes were happening on the straights. Bring it into the dirt. I'm going to drift, and I'm going to make sure that it passes at the same time. The suspension on this thing is just crazy. I love it. I'm beginning to get used to this, and I'm really loving it. It's fun. This really is sitting well in the turns right now. I expected more difficulty out of this thing. Whoops! That's going to the track. Okay. I've decided to wait until lap 5 to start losing control of it, but that's alright. I should be able to... This is a wide-body vehicle, so it's going to be a little bit more on the difficult side to find some open dirt to get around me, so this should be a win. Yep, and there we go. GMC Jelly comes out ahead in this race. Probably one of the slower races I've ever put down on this track. Well, it'll be interesting to see how my fast lap time is compared to everybody else, every other of the cars in this field. This was set to unbeatable drivatars, and they actually seem to do better than they usually do. Didn't miss the runoff to the right off the jump. And now we wait. Now the waiting game begins. For some reason on custom events, it always has a hard time going, hey, let's bring up the finishing order. Jelly car tips, jelly car tips. right. Can we get a finishing order, please? Can we get anything? There we go. 144.705. 144.705. Not a bad lap. Kind of surprised because, again, these are supposed to be unbeatable drive guitars, but they prove to be anything but. I mean, yeah, that was a little bit of a hard time, especially small cars, seeing them as I run up on them, but I mean, still, a lot of the passes were actually clean passes, despite how little control at the beginning I felt like I had of this thing. And we're going to the screen. Me on the podium, getting my XP. Nope, thank goodness. Because I just want to go and tip this thing over. Okay, so again, need a wide swatch of asphalt, road furniture, so we get the extra grip. Don't know if I consider that a full. Watch out, VW Bug. It decided it wasn't worth finishing the trip. Okay. So I'd have to say that this build is a success, based on the fact that this is exactly what I'm going for with it. I know usually you don't want to tip a vehicle over and have it turn upside down on you, but this is exactly what I'm going for. Oh, man. So this is definitely a huge success. Alright, where do I want to take this thing now? I know where I want to take it now. I want to take this thing on a street course. I want to take it on a road circuit. There's the VW Bug that I almost ran over. Decided it wants to go back home instead of on his trip. So let's take this to... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's collect our gift cards. See if there's anything worth playing with on those. A 98 Mercedes-Benz. I don't know if I'm going to do much with any of these. That might be fun to try to turn into maybe a rally car or drift car, cross country. So road map. There we go. Bahia de Plano circuit. That will work. We'll turn this around and we'll see if this thing can actually handle corners on a road race. Imagine actually being in this car with this suspension and swaying all over the place like that and wondering, am I going to roll over? Are we going to make it on this trip?
In 400 yards, turn right.
And that thing hits, the front end just buries itself. I'm actually surprised it's not flipping over forward. Now this is going to have that
Arrived
hard...
at your destination.
It's going to have that hard left at the very beginning, which is going to be a very, very much slow it down, hard braking corner. Oh, it's a B class. I did not pay attention to that. That's alright. I did what I meant to do with it. I turned it into a vehicle that's not stable, so class is irrelevant when I'm doing crazy stuff like this. Class is irrelevant. I'm not going to worry too much about, oh, I made it this class. I'm trying to get to this class. There might be times when I try to do that with vehicles, but this is not one of them. Since I know this thing cannot compete in B class on its own, I am going to turn the ease of this down. Let's see if I can even do this at average. I think that first turn is going to give me a very hard time. I know I'm not going to get much launch, and I'm not going to have high top end, especially at this ride height. I'm just an aerodynamic mess. It really has nothing positive going for it in terms of race vehicle. Start. That driving car got way squirrely. That guy just got right inside me as I was trying to make the turn. With wobbling this much, it's really not going to be easy to try to stay off any of the driving cars. This turn is going to give it problems. Again, this is the kind of turn that these vehicles are really supposed to tip over. Whoop! There's a nose of a car under me, which is probably a lot better setup for racing than I am. Alright, we'll pass a couple vehicles. Actually got a good turn off that last corner, and I think I'm going to be strong there. Just because of the fact that I naturally, instead of hard braking into corners, I like to lift and roll into them. But this first turn is not going to let me do that. Alright. Boxed in. Yeah, I just lost it going out to the outside. Got my right wheels off the ground there, so this definitely is not going to be an easy place. I do need to let you by. Nope, you're not going to go by, so I have to take the spot. Cannot go through there too wide like this. Because all that will happen is I'm pushing up. I'm pushing up to the outside of the turn. Again, not hard braking. I didn't adjust my brakes this time, but I usually turn the brake pressure down, so that way I have less of a chance of locking them up and maintaining some control going into the turns. I just got that checked. This turn does not suit me. There's a big mess as the jelly car is going into the wall. Big pile up there. When the inside car is not turning at all, I don't think there's really much that's going to happen except I'm going to meet the wall too. Normally I would rewind, but tonight I'm not going to. This is just all about this crazy fun contraption, this GMC Jimmy that has been modified to be as unstable as it gets. That is what this night is about. So I will get some of the spots back, but I won't get many. May get... Nope, will not get 9th. I will be settling for 10th. I don't even act like I'm going to drag race to the line like that very well. I was doing okay until we got into that little bit of a mess with the truck that did not turn. I mean, that thing just went straight at the wall. 1:10.504 is my fastest lap. That is not good, considering that Toyota AT38 in first put down to 105.532. That thing must have just taken off from the pole and went, because there is no way in traffic that you're putting down that fast of a lap. Which, that was pretty impressive. So now, because I've almost done it like 4 or 5 times, I want to take that thing to a danger sign, and I want to see if I can get it to land on the front end and flip over. So head over heels, basically. So next will be the danger sign, but we're right near one. Right near an off-road danger sign, so that will be nice and fun to play with. I know it's right here somewhere. It is not that one. Well, that one's good. That
Turn
one's
around
good.
when
That's
it is safe to
actually
do
the one
so.
I want. So I'm going to take this and see if what I can do is just take the front end, get it to land hard on the front tires, and then have the back end bounce over itself.
200 yards. Turn left.
Which, because of the way it's landing here, even on all 4 tires, it looks like
Recalculating.
that is a possibility that can happen. Nope, don't veer to the right, don't veer to the left. Go straight. Hammer down. There we go.
200 yards. Turn left.
That was pretty neat, but I don't think that was what I was actually going for. At least not at this moment.
You have
Kind of
arrived
impressed
at your
that I can
destination.
land like that and then flip it, barrel roll it. So we're going to take off on this danger sign that I just passed, get myself some room to run up on it. Find the danger sign, there it is. Now I'm not going to get enough speed going to this thing, but that's alright. Not sure what's going on here. I think I got too much vertical lift and that thing just shot up, so that way it did not land the way I needed it to. This might not be the best danger sign for that. The airport might actually be better. The new one for new one that came out with the new season. Again, my TV just lost the signal. Luckily, when that happens, I can luckily turn over to my computer and watch on OBS. Yeah, I'm not getting the right angle of launch. I'm landing it on the tailgate, so that is not going to work in this situation. I need to get myself down to another one with a flatter angle of takeoff. So the angle of takeoff is what's going to make this difficult as well. So that would be this danger sign here. And I know I'm not going to get anything. I already got the prize for it, so I don't really care so much about doing the event. I did get the event already. So that plane wing is the danger sign. So what I'm going to do is now take it out. Do a nice run up. Gotta remember how I did this earlier. Gotta remember to turn between these two buildings instead of go straight and find nothing. Yeah, I just like wrecking things. I'd like to wreck the rest of the 9 other fast travel boards, but those don't seem to be spawning anywhere. I'm missing 20 XP boards and total XP and fast travel boards, so I don't know what's going on with those. 18 feet. So I'm not really doing very well with getting this front end buried to flip over the front. But you gotta admit, 18 feet is kind of laughable. Then again, the supercar didn't do very much when I did that for the event earlier. I got like 300 feet. That's definitely much better at getting speed than this thing is. It's GMC Jimmy. Nope. Maybe I need to do it in dirt. That might be the only way I get this done. Still getting 2 wheels off the ground, okay. Forza Force is acting up. Alright, what am I doing? I really don't know why I decided to come this way. Let me see if I can get those stinking boards to spawn. Oh, there's a ramp there. Alright, we'll try this ramp. Lower. But at least it should get some launch off of this. I should get some launch off this ramp. That wing is just a little too flat. If I don't go too far. Yeah. That just happened. That just happened. Not the way I wanted it to. Bye, plane. Plane, you are in my way. you to move. Need you to move. Continue to move. Alright, there we go. Get the abandoned plane out of my way. Line up through the dilapidated air hangar. Nope. Okay, so go the other way. There's more room. Appears to be more room this way. Those barrels. It's just... I mean, I know this is not the normal way to play this game, but you gotta just have some fun with it. And when you see other people doing something like this, it just makes you wonder if you can copy the success they had. And that's really what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's not going to work. I did not. I need to clear out all the furniture. The road furniture. By light. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Marty McFly in it. Not the way I intended to get it to go over, but that was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely not the way I intended to do that, but you know what? I'm not going to complain, because that was the end result that I wanted. See if I can get this thing just to turn over. No. I'm just trying to get this. Funny thing is, I'm trying to get this thing to turn over, and my natural instinct of trying to keep my vehicle under control is taking over at this point. That kind of defeats the purpose. I'm defeating the purpose of what I'm trying to do with my natural instinct. That's not helping here. Okay. Vehicle does, other than the wobbly part. Alright, so concept works. Gonna go around and what? I'm going to try my luck in the eliminator now. So, successful. Jelly car successful. This is a lot of fun. It actually worked on my modified Baja track. There's not really much more I can do with it. And flip it over. Apparently I can throw it in the lake. So, find more road. Whoops. Luckily my camera is on the other table because I just keep kicking one of my tables. I have two tables set up here, and I keep kicking the one the computer is on. Luckily, not the one the camera is on. So, I'm going to do a couple quick matchups of the Eliminator. And then I wanted to fast travel that. So I'm going to do it a round of the Eliminator, and then I have to go get myself some dinner because it's 10 p.m. and for some reason I have decided that not eating until this late is a good idea. Church bell. Ding, 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 ding. Whoops. Not here to run over the church. Here to see if I can get some stuff to spawn. But with the Eliminator starting, I don't have time for that. Time to test my luck with the Eliminator. I wonder if I can use this as a... Yeah. What I was saying is I wonder if I can use this as actually kind of a climbing vehicle. That happened.
Release the car drops!
Release the car drops! Right, so this is about the 4th time I've done the Eliminator, so I'm no expert at it. Let's start at the airport. One of the tips I've seen is that the Eliminator is towns and significant places are good places to end up with car drops. And I figure because one of the story missions started in the airport, this has to be a good place to think about starting. I really need to check out the Eliminator on Horizon 4's map. Shrinking. Alright, so what I should be able to do in this is
Arena shrinking!
head into Malehe and try to pick up a car there. I would have thought there would be more in the airport, but okay, so this road is going to take me across into the pink dashed line. So I just need to remember where things are. I do know that one of the accolade events, or the accolade things you can earn accolade with, is trying to win the Eliminator by not getting a car drop, but I don't think I really want to worry about that. I am only with a Volkswagen Bug. Unfortunately, there is no turn off there. That is the road under the bridge. Okay, so we're going to go through the tunnel and come back out and go back around. I think that's what I need to do here. Okay, so I'm just going to... Okay, so this is where I wanted to end up. So, I am right where I wanted to end up. I just don't think there's any drops here. I don't see any drops. As long as I stay hidden enough and in the arena, I'm going to be hard to beat. If I can't get knocked out in a one-on-one race, then I can hold on. Better finish, but... I would prefer to find a drop if I can. I guess I'm just not seeing them. Where am I going? Why am I... Well, apparently this is an off-road bug because I don't think I was going over 100 miles per hour with it on the asphalt. That's a drop. I feel like I'm stuck. I am stuck. Okay. Well, I'm not stuck, but... much smaller area here. Ooh. Somebody's going to try to get me to race. And that's bad.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn left.
Alright, let's see what this little Volkswagen bug can do. Go, 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 go!
In 200 yards, turn sharp left.
Go, bug, go!
Arena shrinking.
200 yards, turn left. In 400 yards, turn right.
I got clipped. Luckily, I didn't lose control, but I don't think there's any chance that I come back from that. There is no chance I come back from that unless this guy hits a tree. Or a building, come on. Hit a tree, hit a building. Yeah, I just turned this thing up sideways. Not me! That was not... Oh, that was not what I was going for. Woo! 5,000 credits, alright. Okay, could have went better. So I will do one more session. Hang out here. Roll the jelly car over. I think I just smashed the light. Okay, now I'm just having a little too much fun rolling over my Jimmy. Alright, so I'm going to start at the freeway underpass at the Cloverleaf. I'm hoping what happens is I can get to the festival quick and there's a car drop there. So strategy this time is to make sure I'm close enough to a festival outpost that I can get there and hopefully get a car drop. And not get smoked right off the bat. Oh, okay, are you kidding me? I can't bust through the dang...
Arena shrinking.
Turn around when
That's
it's safe to do
wonderful.
so.
Because I can't bust through the stupid gate. Can't bust through the dang gate. So therefore I got no chance to get a new car. Oh, now you bust through. Okay. I see, bug. I see how it goes.
Recalculating.
I'm facing the wrong way. Go.
In 400
I don't
yards.
see my opponent anywhere on the
Turn right.
map. Okay, I see him now, but I don't see him on the
100
compass.
yards. Turn right.
Finished 43rd. Yikes, that went bad. This usually isn't my play mode, though. I usually don't play Eliminator much. I will do one more run, and then after that, it is time for dinner, because I am actually getting really hungry, surprisingly. I mean, other than the fact it is 10:16 p.m. I am in the Eastern time zone of the U.S., so other than that, but I mean, I usually don't, especially after I eat a lot of good-sized lunch, I don't usually get hungry for dinner. Whee! Well, that's a spectacular crash every which way, but no, every which way. It is definitely every which way. Do. Whoops. Push down. Not. Turn it around. Alright, this will be the last Eliminator run I do for the night. Alright, so last strategy did not work so well. Alright, so I put myself somewhere on the map, which I think is near the main outpost. No, that is not the main outpost. That is the main outpost? Now I'm questioning myself. Oh, okay. Perfect. That is a drop straight ahead from where I am. Alright, so there we go. So now I've got a decent car at least this time to not have...
Arena shrinking.
I might need to pick me up one of these in the auto show when I get some more credits. Whoa, wet season! And I know this too was going to go through the dry lake bed, which is not dry. Watch out for that tree. Watch out for that tree. So, started in the southwest corner of the map. Kind of headed in, I think, nope, I am not headed in the northeast direction. Why am I not looking at the compass as I'm driving? There we go. Got past the, I don't know what it was, but I did not feel like challenging at the moment. My luck, it would be like a level 7 car, and even with a better car this time, that would not be ideal. The second time me and somebody have just passed on this freeway. Yep, bye. I think they had the same car as I did, though. I think it was the Porsche Macan LPR Rally Raid. So it would have been a fair fight. Whoever can find the way through to the finish line through here would have been the victor. Somebody's trying to intercept. Nope. Right, there's 2 drops here. Let's see if I can get something decent. Nope. There is. Nope. And somebody's trying to catch up. Somebody's going to try to challenge me. But neither of those cars were good. They were both level 2. Those would be a no-go. Not downgrading from where I'm at now. This thing is slow. Oh, hey. Arena shrinking.
Arena shrinking.
Oh, jeez.
Yards. Turn sharp left.
Oh, thanks.
Recalculating route.
I did get a good turnaround, but I don't know if there's any way that I can win this on speed.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Literally, can I find my way through without hitting a tree? And the answer is yes, except for the fact that I went right through like.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Alright, 27. So I made it into the top 30 this time. The only thing that's to change that is if somehow they found a tree like I did and
400 yards, turn right.
finished 24th. Alright, so that is where I'm going to end it. I will be setting up more regular streams right now. I think I'm going to try to go Monday, Thursday, since even though it doesn't look like it, I do go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week. So Mondays and Thursdays are my days off. But yeah, there will be more Forza. I do plan on playing a lot of different games. Sometimes I'll be streaming games, playing with friends on here, so with that, I will say a good night, and you have a good weekend, and we can end the stream with me flipping over the GMC Jimmy one last time.